They're off for the Betdaq, the betting exchange handicap chase, which brings down the curtain on Townmoor on an afternoon of high drama. 3 miles ahead of them, 18 fences to jump, and Alderburn leads them to the first from Parsons Legacy. Alderburn with a red cap racing just in advance of Aurora's Encore. Then Wind Instrument, who tracks the leaders in a predominantly orange jackets. Lascari's up the fence. That's Rhythm in the pink cap is a little wider, and Boychuk is deepest of all. With the setting sun behind them, they rise at the first. Alderburn lifting off just ahead, all safely to the other side. Briary Fox, Calgary Bay and Rambling Minster, the last 3 to touch down. Fence 2 is the first of the ditches in the race, and Alderburn leads from Parsons Legacy, both jumping well. Watching the rest safe enough. Again, Rambling Minster under top weight just last as they swing left-handed. Take one more fence before they turn in for the first time. Alderburn from Parsons Legacy up the running rail. Alderburn racing keenly. Wind Instrument, the white face. Boychuk out wide. Aurora's Encore in the mauve sleeves is next. Then back to Lascari, the noseband, to That's Rhythm. Craiglands in a black and grey jacket is held up from Calgary Bay. Rambling Minster is towards the rear end of the field with Briary Fox. So turning on in to face this line of plain fences up the straight. Parsons Legacy joining Alderburn. Craiglands not so good there in the midfield. Lascari got a reminder on landing as they range up towards the 5th. So Parsons Legacy, Richard Johnson, the yellow cap. Alderburn, Andrew Tinkler, green sleeves. Alderburn in close there. Alderburn right behind them. Aurora's Encore nearest the running rail. Out in the centre, Wind Instrument and Boychuk. Lascari midfield from That's Rhythm in the Robert Ogden silks. And then Craiglands, Calgary Bay, the maroon cap, and then Rambling Minster, and finally Briary Fox as they rise, and all safely to the other side of that one. Ranging up to the 7th, a shade over a circuit to travel. Parsons Legacy and Alderburn matching strides from Boychuk and Giles Hawkins on the near side. Aurora's Encore next with Wind Instrument, Alderburn. Craiglands a little slow through the air again there. Chancy at 1 or 2 of the fences as they pass up in front of the packed Doncaster enclosures and go into their next turn. Parsons Legacy, Alderburn, Boychuk the near side. Then Aurora's Encore from Wind Instrument, Alderburn red cap just ahead of Lascari. They in turn are tracked by That's Rhythm. Then Calgary Bay under a patient ride from Craiglands. Rambling Minster and Briary Fox in the spotted jacket just last. So heading up towards the water. And Alderburn narrowly from Parsons Legacy. Both take it well from Boychuk. Watching the last couple over. Briary Fox and Rambling Minster. And now another plain fence, the 9th of the 18. Alderburn and Parsons Legacy as one. Lascari jumping away to the right, and a blunder there in rear from Briary Fox. Another ditch coming up to them. Parsons Legacy nearest the fence from Alderburn. Boychuk are just a length off them. Wind Instrument has travelled well, is close up in 4th. Then Aurora's Encore from That's Rhythm. Alderburn just lost a little ground back in mid-division ahead of the nose-banded Lascari. Then Craiglands, no move yet from Calgary Bay. Briary Fox and Rambling Minster remain the final 2. Rising at the 11th as they go on the incline. That's the last in this line of fences going up the side of the course. They're approaching the final mile of the race. Alderburn going on. Boychuk now ranging up to apply the pressure. Parsons Legacy relegated to 3rd. Lascari is down and hampers Craiglands in the process. And Rambling Minster in rear have done a few favours. So Lascari's crashed out of the top of the hill. And Boychuk is now alongside Alderburn. Parsons Legacy beginning to fall back through the field. Aurora's Encore has gone up to chase the leading pair from Wind Instrument. Alderburn going back up through the field. Spot the red cap, shadowed by That's Rhythm. Then the retreating Parsons Legacy. Calgary Bay's in touch. Craiglands a bit of work to do from there, having been hampered as they rise at the 12th. Alderburn just ahead of Boychuk. Parsons Legacy continuing to lose ground. No show at all from Rambling Minster and Briary Fox at the tail. And now on the sharp end, Boychuk coming under a bit of pressure. And Alderburn leads at the final ditch. Jumped boldly there. Took a length and a half out of the field from the pushed along Boychuk. That's Rhythm is still improving. Wind Instrument now coming under a bit of pressure from Aurora's Encore, then Alderburn. Look, Calgary Bay, maroon cap, yet to be popped. The question here by Graham Lee, sneaking into it as they cross 5 out. Alderburn by a length, though. That's Rhythm got to his quarters under Dennis O'Regan. Then the hard at work Boychuk from Wind Instrument, Aurora's Encore and Calgary Bay. Heads turn for home then with 4 to jump up this long home straight. Alderburn, can he keep them at bay? That's Rhythm almost upsides. Wind's Instrument is rallying to the call. Calgary Bay away to the left, then Aurora's Encore. Boychuk up the inner is rallying for pressure. Alderburn challenged hard by That's Rhythm. This is 3 out. Alderburn just, here's Calgary Bay on the near side. That's Rhythm between them. Then Boychuk, Wind Instrument now with legs of jelly. Further back, Aurora's Encore and Calgary Bay, produced by Graham Lee, to challenge Alderburn at the second last. Calgary Bay took off a length up. Alderburn in a bit of a heap. Then Boychuk and That's Rhythm. And down to the last, Calgary Bay seemingly opening up for the Henrietta Night Yard in the colours of Tim and Camilla Radford. Graham Lee on board. Calgary Bay at the last. A spring-heeled leap. He came out of Lee's hands. 6 clear of Alderburn. And then Boychuk and That's Rhythm. And Graham Lee riding with supreme confidence at the moment. It's been quite a week for Henrietta Night. Summersby last week. And Calgary Bay coasts home to win comfortably on Town Moor. Alderburn in a head bob for second with a staying on Boychuk and That's Rhythm back in fourth. And the rest are coming home at long intervals.